Good morning, my beautiful YouTube family. Today we are getting into this Q&A finally. So I had posted a video here on YouTube as well as on just a little post on Instagram asking you guys to just leave me some questions. I figured it was time to do another Q&A. I think the last one I did was back in the beginning of the year. And since I do have more subscribers, I wanted to go ahead and just do a new one. And then I did a little poll to see what you guys, if you guys wanted me to just sit down, have some coffee or do a mukbang or whatever. And so you guys voted for coffee. So I'm having it today in one of my new mugs. It's the Polar Express. I got this at Ross. And the other side of it here says Believe. I love this movie, you guys. I love the book too. Grew up with, at school them reading the book to us and stuff. But anywho, yeah, you guys, I hope you are having a lovely Saturday. Hopefully the weather's not too bad. It's like super early here. Well, not really super early, but I guess for me it is, considering it's like 7 o'clock in the morning when I'm filming this video. That I would get it done and out of the way before the kiddos wake up. And hopefully the weather's not too bad over where you are. The weather here has been actually kind of nice. It's been super cold, yes, but it's been like, sun shining and just like really nice days. So I'm kind of glad that it hasn't rained in about a week. But yeah, you guys. So I just have the International Delight, just the French vanilla coffee creamer in here. Ah, yes. I so needed this. Anywho, yeah, you guys, I've been wanting to get this Q&A out for a minute, but it's just been a little bit crazy lately. This week I'm working 6 days straight. Thankfully today is my last day anyways. Then I have a day off and then I'm working another 5 days straight. But anywho, yeah, it's just been a little crazy. I've been a little bit overwhelmed lately. Still trying to get the house together and whatnot. So yeah, but anywho, let's go ahead and get into the questions. So I did write everything down if you see me kind of looking off to the side here. So first question comes from James. Says, where is my pizza? So my buddy James, you guys, he is like totally into, movies and pizza and stuff. And so he's always leaving comments like that on my videos and stuff. Soon enough, buddy, soon enough. You will get it soon enough. Next question. Actually, there's several questions coming from this person, EJ Food. Great mukbang channel, you guys. So let's get into all of his questions. Says, what made you start YouTube? I honestly don't really know that there was really truly anything that kind of sparked me to start YouTube. It was just kind of one of those like aha moments that was like, I started seeing, I guess what kind of got me into it was Dollar Tree. When I first started seeing like the Dollar Tree videos pop up and stuff like that, I'm like, what, people do Dollar Tree hauls? Like, what could they possibly have at Dollar Tree? Because I wasn't really used to shopping there very much before I started YouTube. I mean, I'd go in like every now and then, but not like I do now. And so I guess in a way, Dollar Tree kind of is to blame. Kind of got me into the whole YouTube thing. And it's just, I thought, I'm like, you know what? And as I got more into like watching other sorts of hauls, I'm like, if these people can do that, then so can I. And so I just kind of like, it was like one of those, if they can do it, I can do it too kind of thing. So I guess that's in a sense what kind of got me started into YouTube. Next question from him is, what state are you in? I am in Oregon. How many kids do you have? I have 3. And then aside from YouTube, what do you do? I mean, I work part-time at Ross and I'm a mom and a wife. So, life's pretty busy, pretty crazy, at times. So yeah. How long have you been doing YouTube? I believe October marks 3 years since I've been doing it. Roughly, I think, something like that. I mean, since the time I first like uploaded my video. If you look under my like about me, it'll say something like June or July, but I guess that's like when I opened my YouTube account or whatever to just like watch videos and stuff like that. But technically, since I uploaded my first video, it was like October 3 years ago. So And then, okay, so when I did my little video asking you guys for questions here on YouTube, I filmed it at the farm where we have our horse at. So he says, I see you're at a ranch. Does your husband work there? No, he does not work there. That's just where we have our horse at. We rent a stable there to keep him. And then his last question is, what is your favorite things to do? I obviously watch movies, collect them, and I love to shop. Heck, I'm a girl, okay? I love to shop. And obviously I love to do things like with my kids and stuff, like go outside, go for walks, that kind of thing. And spend time with my family. All your just kind of typical normal things, I guess. All right, Midas Hats asks, what made you start your very own YouTube channel? So I kind of already touched base on that. Just basically, if other people can do it, then so can I. And so I just went ahead and started for the heck of it. It gave me something to do. Life with Patty asks, do you have a goal you want to reach with YouTube? Honestly, not really. I'm okay with my channel not like going super far. Like, I don't really expect it to. I don't really have any high expectations for my channel. I mean, it was exciting enough having reached 100 subscribers. And right now, you guys, just this week, I hit 2K, which is very exciting. I'm so happy, you guys. So, yeah, there go my cats knocking stuff over. It's exciting to see your channel grow, see, more and more people wanting to watch you, and just all the beautiful like friendships and stuff that form, and just all the amazing people that you get to meet. But I really don't have any huge expectations for my channel. I'm fine with it the way it is. If it doesn't grow, it doesn't grow. This is just a hobby. It's not something that, I'm trying to, fight to make like a full-time kind of thing, because it gets overwhelming sometimes, you guys. And honestly, I just want YouTube to be fun and stuff. So yeah, it's more of just a hobby, and it is what it is kind of thing. If it grows, cool. If it doesn't, I'm fine with that. I started YouTube not knowing that you could even make money and stuff, so that was never in my mind when I started my channel. So I am completely fine with that. I mean, right now, even, yes, I'm getting monetized, which started like a few months ago, and I still haven't received anything from YouTube yet. Just because, obviously to make money, people have to watch your videos. But if not enough people are watching your videos, then, I mean, it's kind of your loss. So, but again, this is just a hobby for me. I enjoy doing videos for you guys. I've met so many amazing people through YouTube and have just formed some really great friendships with lots of you, and I am just so appreciative and so thankful for that. So that is the one thing that I definitely love about YouTube. But yeah, I don't really have any goals or anything for my channel. It is what it is, you guys. So 1 second. Oh my gosh, yes. Nothing like that first cup of coffee in the morning. And then she had another question, favorite place to shop. My main two favorite places to shop is obviously Ross. It's funny because Ross was always like my dream job when I was like, fresh out of high school. It's like, that's the one place I wanted to work. And I just never lucked out. I had always applied and I was like, oh, well, we're sorry, but no. And so of all times, in my life, I'm working at Ross now, which has always been one of my most favorite places to shop. And then, of course, Dollar Tree. Those are like my top two to shop at. Okay, Jamie's Disney Kingdom asks, what are your top 10 movies? Okay, this one though, I've honestly been trying to think about it, because when I saw this question, I've been trying to think about it since then, but I still can't really come up with like a full list. And like, it's definitely a video that I want to do down the road. It's just, I feel like all of the movies that are like my favorites are kind of like more like common titles, just because like growing up, I always kind of watched what was out like during, the time I was growing up. Never really anything, from before my time. So like I feel like everything that I like is so common because I haven't gotten the chance to really explore a whole lot of other movies, outside of the more, like 90s, 2000s kind of flicks and stuff. So I don't really have a full list, but I can tell you like my top three are definitely like Disney Pixar movies. So number one, I think, is probably Coco. And then I do love Big Hero 6 and Ratatouille. And then I can never say that right. Ratatouille. I don't know. Ratatouille, I think it is. It's a hard one to say. And then like as for like other movies though, like definitely among like my top is probably like The Goonies and Stand By Me. Like those are just my kind of movies that I don't know, they're classics and I've always been into those. I feel like those are movies that I could watch all the time, like on repeat, okay? So eventually I will try to do a, like my top 10 or maybe top 20 or something like that. I don't know yet. But it's just something I got to really give a lot of thought to. I'm pretty sure I have everything in my collection. It's just a matter of like finding it and really, thinking it through on what my top movies are. He also asks, favorite Disney character and villain. Ooh. Gosh, there's so many great Disney characters. Why you gotta make this so hard on me, Jamie? Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta think about this one for a second. There's just so many to pick from. Because I mean, I'm definitely like a huge fan of like all like the Toy Story characters. I especially love Slinky though. He's awesome. But I mean, I also like Baymax and I love, like Aladdin and Abu and there's just so many. Oh my gosh. But those are, to name a few, but there's way more that I absolutely love, you guys. And then as for villains, I've always kind of been a fan of Cruella de Vil. For some reason, like I love the Dalmatian movies growing up. Like those are ones that I constantly watched and stuff. So definitely always kind of been a fan of her. I've kind of recently gotten more into Maleficent once like the live action movies came out about Maleficent. And then one underrated one who I really like is Mother Gothel. Like from Rapunzel. Yeah, she doesn't get enough credit for being a villain. So I do like her too. Next, I'm Eddie Anthony asks, what's your favorite horror film of all time? Again, there's so many ones that people have recommended that I have not seen. There's so many ones that was like from before my time that are like total classics and stuff, but some that I have never seen. I mean, obviously I like, Jason and Freddy and Michael Myers and all of that. Chucky, all those were like, I was scared of them growing up, but I love them because they're so, they're such great movies. But I think like a couple that have been, like my all-time kind of faves, even though I don't really find them to be too scary, but I like kind of like the concept behind them and everything, the storyline, would be like 13 Ghosts and House of Wax. I like those ones. Those are ones that I could constantly watch because they're just really enjoyable. Next up, Sammy Rose. She asked, favorite clothing store. Obviously, Ross. But for talking online, though, I would say Rainbow because I don't have a Rainbow store here to go to. But I love shopping online from them. Another one, like I guess like my third place would kind of be Rue 21, but definitely my top is Ross because they do get in a ton of cute things, and especially right now you have no idea how hard it is to like not want to buy all the clothes there because they have some really awesome stuff in right now. But yeah, they're just very affordable, and oftentimes you can find name brand things at discounted prices and stuff, so they have some really good clothing at Ross. And then she also asked favorite flavor of ice cream. I think my top is always going to be pistachio. It's just one that I've always loved. And then I do love anything that's cherry, whether it's just like regular cherry, black cherry, stuff like that, or anything that has like peanut butter in it, like chocolate and peanut butter mix kind of thing. Bryce, shout outs to my buddy Bryce. He's awesome, you guys. He asked, what is your favorite state you've lived in? So I've only ever lived in two states, just Oregon and Washington. I've kind of spent half my life in both of them. And they're pretty much like the same state almost, because like even the weather it's so bipolar in both states. It's very, very similar. The areas I've always lived in have been very, very similar. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess Oregon, just because I was born here and, I kind of know the area more and stuff. So, yeah, I'd say Oregon. And then he asked, have you ever thought about doing a live stream? I have done live streams in the past. I think I counted the other day, and I think I've done like a total of maybe 13. I've done like a few live mukbangs, and then the rest have been like, just little chit chats here and there kind of thing. I don't know. It's just, it's a lot more nerve-wracking to talk to you guys that way. And it gets to be a little bit overwhelming sometimes because you're trying to like keep up with the comments, and it's like you're just like staring at your screen, like trying to keep up with everything, make sure you don't miss anything. But at the same time, I also feel like I'm not very good at live streams. I feel like such a boring person when it comes to live streams, because sometimes I don't really know what to talk about. So I just feel like I'm like rambling on and on about like a lot of random things. And so I don't feel like I'm a very good live streamer. So, I mean, I may do one, down the road when I feel like it, when I'm up to it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't really, I just think I'm so boring when it comes to live streams, okay? All right. We have several questions coming from Mommy and Kimberly's Adventures. She asks, how tall are you? I am 5'2", so I am a little shorty. Then she asks, favorite place to be? Honestly, here at home, as much as I love being like out and about and, going places like, shopping or whatever, going places with the family, I honestly love to be here at home because it just is like very comforting being here. And I don't know, it just feels right. So I love being here at home. She also asked, how many sisters and brothers do you have? So I have like a very blended family. So I have an older brother, then it's me, and then I have my younger sister, which you guys have met. She's been on my channel several times before. And then I do have another brother and sister that they're kind of adopted, but not exactly. It's kind of a long backstory between it, but yeah. So 2 and 2. And she also asked, what is your middle name? That's just one question that I've never really liked to answer, just because I do have a middle name, but I just rather not say. But yeah. So next up, Marie, she asked, can we see the horses? So again, when I filmed the video, we were at the farm, and I'm always like kind of posting pictures of the horse that we have on Instagram. And so I used to share them way more, like, a while back, and I don't know, for whatever reason, I just haven't really been sharing them, because we used to actually have 3 horses, but we're down to 1. But there is like a bunch of other horses at this farm where we have ours. So maybe one of these days I can do like a little walkthrough and share with you guys all the horses that are there at the farm. So yes, eventually, hopefully soon, you guys will be able to see them. And she asked, favorite animal? Hands down, well, I have 2, okay? I have 2. Cows and pandas. Those are like my obsessions, cows and pandas. I've always had a thing for cows, like ever since maybe like middle school, I want to say. And then pandas, obviously, for apparent reasons, like how can I not like a panda when my nickname is Panda, you know? So, yep, cows and pandas. And then she asked, "What are your favorite Christmas movie or movies?" I love Christmas movies, you guys. I really, really do. I actually have several that I do enjoy. I did do a video last year of like my top 10 Christmas movies, so I'll leave that link in the description box if anybody wants to check it out. But I mean, obviously, I love the classics like Home Alone. I do also enjoy Elf. I know some people don't really like it, but I find that movie so flippin' funny. I do love The Polar Express. Again, this is just kind of like nostalgic to my childhood. We read the book so many times, in school and stuff. And the movie's just really great, and I just love the whole kind of like storyline and how he's not like believer in Christmas and stuff like that, and so yeah, it's a great. They did great with the movie. And then I do also enjoy like I'll Be Home for Christmas. That one is funny as well. And there's just so many great Christmas movies out there, you guys. And I really, really wish that there was more. They need to make more Christmas movies. And obviously I love The Grinch as well. So yeah. Where are we at? Okay, next up, Gracie Lou Bargain Guru asks, how long have you been collecting movies? So, probably, I guess, since I was kind of a kid. I didn't really get too into it until like, the recent couple years or so. Um, as a kid, once I got older and kind of more into my teen years, my grandparents would always ask, "What do you want for Christmas?" It would always end up being movies. That's all we wanted. Even like my siblings and my cousins, they would always ask for like movies for Christmas too. And so that's kind of where it all kind of started and stuff. So I've kind of been collecting since then, but it was like little by little. And then when I lived up in Washington, me and my husband, sometimes we would go to the pawn shops there because they would have movies for like $1, $1.50, something like that. Fortunately, none of the pawn shops down here in Oregon right now do any of that. So don't really go to any pawn shops or anything to do like movie collecting and stuff. But pretty much, I guess, yeah, since I was like, my later kid years, early teen years, I guess, is when I kind of started, and I just recently got more, like, way more into it. Like, I want to say maybe, like, last year, I guess, is when I kind of got back into it. So, yeah. Let's see. Mommy Poppins asks, "Am I your bestie?" So she's a Instagram friend of mine, and I don't know, we talk sometimes, and she's just a really nice person and stuff. And no, I definitely consider you a great friend. I honestly don't have any best friends though, you guys. I really, really don't. All the ones I ever had, all went their separate ways, and life happened and whatnot, and all that. I moved, and so yeah, I really don't have anybody. So yeah, but she's a great friend, a great person. How many kids do you have? Again, I have 3 kiddos. I have 1 son and 2 girls. My son is the oldest, and then I have so my son's 9, and then my oldest girl is 6, soon to be 7, and then my youngest is 4, soon to be 5 here in the next couple weeks. Then we have the Meats family asks, what is your favorite part about doing YouTube, and what's your least? Again, my favorite part is you guys. Like, never in a million years did I ever think that I would get this much support from like complete strangers. Starting YouTube was probably one of the greatest things that I have done, and I am very pleased with the outcome. Like I said, I don't have high expectations for my channel or anything. I do this just to do it, to have some fun, to give back to you guys, to share with you guys kind of, my life, my hauls, stuff like that. And it has really, really been a very supportive, a really great platform to, just find support and friendship and all of that, because YouTube gave me something to do. I still kind of, struggle here and there with like depression and all of that stuff. And it's hard, like, especially as an adult, it's hard to like make friends and stuff. Like I said, I don't have any like actual like real life friends, so I mean, there's my sister, there's my husband, my parents and stuff, but like people that I actually like hang out with, it's just, I find it so hard for me to like socialize with other people. And it's just, I don't really like being around people anymore. And I guess it just kind of all has to do with, being depressed and stuff. So, YouTube has definitely helped me with that. And having met so many great people, I mean, even though we only know each other like through, YouTube or Instagram, and we talk like that, like via messages or email. I know some people actually, we talk through like text messaging and stuff like that. Like, never in a million years did I think that I would get, all these amazing friendships, all the support that I get, all the awesome comments and everything from you guys. Never did I think that that would be, so rewarding, or something that I would get back from YouTube. And I am just so like overwhelmed and with joy, and just so thankful for each and every one of you, and for everyone that takes the time out of their days to watch my videos and everything. I greatly appreciate it, and that has just been so rewarding for me from YouTube. So you guys are honestly the best part of YouTube. The best part of my journey is you guys. The least is, like I kind of mentioned earlier, YouTube can get a bit overwhelming. You can totally get like burnout on like doing videos and stuff, because you don't want YouTube to feel like it's a job and that you have to put out content. And that's kind of the thing, like I said, that I don't really have the expectations for my channel to go, is like, I'm not always putting out content. Like, literally, if you want people to watch your videos, you have to put something out like daily and stuff. And it's just hard, to get like that watch time and everything. It's just hard. Like, there's some days, especially for me, I don't feel like filming at all, you guys. Like, I do not want to. So, it gets a little overwhelming at times trying to create all this content and stuff. And like, I want to provide content to you guys, but there's just some days it doesn't work out. And that's why some days, like I said, don't feel like filming. And when you do, that's kind of when you gotta, film a bunch of videos, even if you're in the same shirt. I tend to, have my days where, I have the energy, I'm feeling good, and I can get, several videos filmed. And then a week might pass or something like that, and it's like I don't feel like doing anything. So yeah, that's the kind of one thing that I don't really like about YouTube, is like that it can get overwhelming. It can start to feel kind of like a job and not so much fun anymore. But that's kind of then when you need to like take a break, slow your roll and everything. So, but a couple times I almost left YouTube just because it kind of got so overwhelming. And, at first, you can't help but notice the numbers and everything. And so, at one point I wanted to leave. I wanted to quit because of that. And then when the whole like COPPA thing started, I wanted to quit because of that. That's why I haven't really like included my kiddos or anything like that in any of my videos as opposed to before. But you know what? I am here, you guys. I am here to stay. I promise. I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, you guys, I am just excited to continue this journey with you all, and I hope to create, more videos for you, and I hope you guys are enjoying all the content that I am putting out. Again, my channel is kind of for everyone. I don't want people to like get burnout just on, haul videos or just movie videos or just cooking videos, which I need to do more of, I know. That's why my channel is just like a huge variety, a huge a chaotic mess. But I enjoy it. That way there's a little something for everyone. So yeah. Lala's Land asked, what made you start YouTube? I already touched base on that. And then she asked, what is your favorite movie? Again, I kind of already touched base on that one as well. I gave you guys my top 3. Like I said, I do want to do a full-on video one of these days of like my top 10 or 15 or 20. I don't know. We'll see. But that is all the questions, you guys. I appreciate everyone who left me the questions. Hopefully I answered those good enough for you guys. If you have any more, feel free to leave them in the comments, or if you just want to like message me or whatever, you can. And I will be more than glad to do, another like little Q&A down the road to answer any other questions that you guys may have. Again, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you have an awesome Saturday, and I will see you in my next video. And don't forget, if you have not joined the family, please do so and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload. Alrighty, bye guys.